Kieran Kelly. Psst. Yeah, we're to talk about ManchFESTer, I believe. Why don't you tell us a bit about who you are, a bit about ManchFESTer, a bit about you, stuff like that. Save the
Well, me myself, I'm a 22-year-old marketing management graduate.
Yeah.
I got a 2-1 in my degree.
Nice.
Born and raised in Peterborough until I was 18 years old. 19 actually, because I failed the first year of my A-levels. And then I moved to Manchester for university. And then I figured that I might as well just stay here, maybe put on some shows, maybe get involved in the local music scene, maybe play in some bands, put some bands on, book some tours, and then I ended up just putting on loads of gigs, and I
never left.
And I'm still here.
Yeah. So.
Is that enough?
Yeah. That's enough, I guess. So let's start out like moving north. You said you came up from Peterborough. Moved north, as it were. And put on some shows like, you're getting super business calls.
Yeah, it's just I'll leave them till later.
Yeah,
it's just stocks.
So there's you started putting on shows. What was the reason you started putting on shows?
I think, what was it? I used to go on Punktastic a lot, and I went to loads of shows in London, and I was like, that's pretty cool. I want to try my hand at putting on some shows, because I wasn't any good at like guitar or anything, still aren't. And then I put on a show in Peterborough, and that just went really well, just like loads of bands from school. 163 people came.
Nice.
Thursday night, September the 11th as well.
It's not bad for a first gig.
Exactly. And then
September 11th, did you have many US flags and eagles and shit?
Oh yeah, it was all about like moments of silence and shit like that. And then
not really good at a gig.
And then I put on another gig in Peterborough, which was like our time down here. It was meant to be F-Bats, and then it ended up just being Giles. And then it was Tim Van Tol, and then Bill Bower and James Hole came down for that, and that's the first time I met them. And then just kind of became good friends, realised we were all moving up to Manchester in like a couple of months and realised we should do something. And they formed Leagues Apart, and I did Moving North to kind of put them on.
Yeah.
Otherwise I would never be able to play any gigs.
Yeah. So you brought the world Leagues Apart, is that what you're saying?
It's your fault. I'm so sorry.
So from there, it kind of grew. Like the first, I've been to a few year shows before that. But like the first thing was like the ManchFESTer, and then the big weekender with Bomb Music Industry and the Manzingers, which was pretty fucking
awesome.
Yeah, it was. So Manzingers, and then that sort of escalates into you doing ManchFESTer and keeping it sort of going. Like, what was it? Let's talk about ManchFESTer. The first ManchFESTer was at the Oxford, right?
First ManchFESTer was at the Oxford, yeah.
So what was what's the birth of ManchFESTer then? So you've been doing gigs.
I did gigs. I think I did 6, and then July was coming up, and I was just like, and I booked the Calvin Ball Leagues Apart and Giles Cynics tour for around then, and I was like, well, I'll book Manchester on a Saturday, and then maybe I'll just throw a few other bands on, maybe make it an all day or whatever, and then I just kept booking bands, and they were all awesome. I was like, actually, this is just going to be a really sick all day. And I was wondering what to call it, and I was talking to Dan from Apologies, king of puns, and then he was just like, if you're going to do a festival in Manchester, just call it ManchFESTer. And I was like, yep, okay, definitely going to just do it now.
So that's the birth of ManchFESTer.
It's the only reason they get to play as well, like otherwise, straight off.
Is it one every 6 months?
Yeah, wasn't it? The first one was in July, and then 1.5 was in May, and then...
Was it 8?
Yeah.
I thought it was...
About a year. And then 2 was in March,
and
then this one's a winter one.
Yeah.
I wanted to do like a Christmas do, and like we tried to put on a gig last year near Christmas, and it was fucking awful, because it was like on the 21st of December, and no one came, so we thought we'd do it a bit earlier. And it looks like loads of people are going to come to this one.
So ManchFESTer 2.5. Who have you got playing?
2.5.
You kind of split it, haven't you? You got first half's kind of Manchester.
Say again?
You kind of split it into the first half's kind of Manchester.
I think it's like with the 0.5, because 1.5, I wanted to book a load of like local bands like Manchester, because on ManchFESter 1 there was Leagues Apart who had just become a local band, and I think that was it. And so this one I wanted a lot more. The 0.5s, because 1.5 we had like Pine Barrens, Special Agents Set, Leagues Apart as well, Stand Out Riot, just a few more local ones. And then 0.5 was all about that. And so this one there's Esoteric Youth, Hammers, Doctrines, fucking awesome. We Happen Next, probably.
Yeah. They're getting replaced by Mudvayne.
Yeah, and then just like more northern bands as well, like Woodison and Dauntless as well.
Yeah.
Get them involved. And Calvin Ball, wherever they're from these days.
Calvin Ball, the house band.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's their 6th birthday.
Calvin Ball's
6th birthday of being a band.
Nice. 6th birthday on the
I don't think they've played a gig since ManchFESter 2 either.
Slingshot.
Slingshot.
Yeah.
Fair play.
Yeah.
1 gig.
1 gig since then. Yeah, so you either half you got Crazy Arm, Arteries, Bangers, like I'm trying to say, who are you looking forward to most? Is it more the sort of
really looking forward to seeing Woodison. I saw them Out of Spite and I was just like, oh, they're so fucking good.
It's the only band I missed Out of Spite. I was talking to Sam Cook.
Terrible. Not worth it. Not to talk to Sam. Someone else.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry, Sam. Yeah.
But no, Woodison, they just fucking kill it live, and they're not your typical 3-chord punk band, which is good, which I like to throw into the ManchFESters as well.
Yeah. A
wild card now and again.
Yeah. First off, kind of sort of more hardcore stuff as well. It was like Conscious Decision. Isn't that just how it's turned out? It's Manchester got more hardcore bands than it has actual sort of.
I think Manchester definitely has more hardcore bands than, or just like. Yeah, just heavier bands than just straight up sort of like.
In Hammers are probably the heaviest band on the bill.
Yeah. I was so stoked, like not stoked when Leagues Apart pulled out, but I was just like, wicked, Hammers can play.
Yeah, those are the Hammers that then I was like, this would be great, but it's also gonna be at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh yeah, it's just gonna be wicked.
Yeah.
Because like Esoteric Youth are just gonna come out, bleak everyone out.
Yeah.
Then they're just gonna be really heavy and thrashy until like Doctrines are just like.
To break it up.
That's not what they sound like at all.
No, it doesn't sound like they play the ukulele whatsoever. Yeah. This is the bit that I edit out. You got Crazy Arm headline.
Mm-hmm.
Now, these guys don't play up north very often.
They don't, do they?
No, but I've seen them every year for the past 3 years around Christmas time. They seem to like the north at Christmas.
I do. I don't know why, because it's cold all the time.
Yeah. They're like, oh shit, we've got to know.
Crazy Arm, we put them on in August last year, acoustically though.
Yeah, so they didn't like the temperature. They were like, oh, we're going to have to.
And then when we put on Apologies in June, I think, they were supporting Lagwagon down the road.
Yeah.
But yeah, never been able. I've always wanted to put Crazy Arm on because I've liked them for ages. Yeah. My old band played their 2nd ever show supporting Crazy Arm. We were called the late 90s, and Darren called us the long 90s.
Nice. Yeah. So you got a good mix. It's Crazy Arm, you got the Arteries for that, sort of thrashy, sort of descendancy kind of punk stuff. Yeah. Bangers for the. You got a bit. You got every sort of everything.
I do try and make it like that. Don't want everyone just sounding, like. Yeah. Like throwing stuff, can't have all throwing stuff all day.
Yeah. Speaking of throwing stuff, you've got them. You throwing stuff are playing.
Yeah, that's the best live band of the day. We'll be playing.
Yeah, they'll be playing in a shop down the road. You gotta give a plug to Don Moss's shop.
Yeah, big up V-Rev.
Yeah.
Happily hosting throwing stuff and Old Skin.
How's that gonna work in the shop?
Have you seen the shop recently?
No.
They've changed it around so it's like the front part of it where the sofa and the table for the flyers used to be. That's all everything's moved back in the shop, and now it's just it's got 2 booths and then just tables and chairs.
Oh, okay.
And so basically they're just going to move all the tables and chairs to the back, I assume, and then set up a back line, and then
hope you don't break anything.
Yeah.
Is there a theme for the Ramones stuff set that day? Is it more shopping stuff?
I'm not sure. Shopping stuff. Maybe Ben's just going to name everything you can buy at the Revolution.
Yeah, like
vegan hot dogs.
Yeah.
That should be pretty cool. Yeah, that's going to be in the break after Dauntless Elite play. And you've got to get down really quickly as well because they can't have the door open while we're playing.
Okay.
So you've got to come in really quickly and then
because
watch us play.
Noise pollution.
It's the noise pollution. Yeah.
So we've kind of covered ManchFESter. That's what's going on. What's going on with that? The throwing stuff thing. And, is there any new ventures you're taking a hand to? And first of all, have you got any teasers from ManchFESter 3? Have we got anything? How big is it going to get?
ManchFESter 3. It's going to be big. It's going to be.
I mean, you've been filming out crack for quite a bit you felt like crack with the last one.
Yeah.
You overfilled crack with the last one.
Definitely did. I think maybe minimum of 2 days, maybe 3 days for ManchFESter 3.
Nice. You got to pitch it on a long weekend.
But yeah, kind of. We just want like a touring band, like a big one that can play.
Yeah.
But I still want it to be mainly focused around UK and shit. But just bands that we haven't had the chance to put on ManchFESters in the past, like Caves and Narwhals, and Muncie Girls and shit like that.
Yeah.
And Throat Stuff, obviously.
Throat Stuff, obviously, because you've never had a chance to put those guys on.
Yeah. But just like that, but maybe with a nice American headliner or something.
Yeah. Rancid, of course, of the pre-fest this year.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And all beans on toast, depending if you want to choose.
Yeah, I've put both on. If you're real punks or acoustic punks, you'll be happy.
Oh, you'll be sound. Yeah. Yeah, so what's next for Kieran Kelly outside of ManchFESter?
Don't know, I really stopped putting on shows recently.
Yeah, I love that to me.
What was the last one I put on?
I can't remember.
Elway.
Oh, was it?
Elway are awesome. I just kind of stopped. Maybe it's the end for me.
Yeah, you passed.
Maybe I just pop out of retirement every now and again for putting on ManchFESter.
I was going to say, you get Out of Spite every year.
Yeah.
And I know Jimmy and Cy took that over this year, but for the most part, it's not been a regular, as far as I'm concerned, not been a regular promotion thing, and then you get Out of Spite at the end of it.
That's true.
If we're going in wrestling terms, ManchFESter is ManchFESter Out of Spite of the WrestleManias of the. You get the build up for the little events.
And then you got Monday Night Raw and stuff.
Yeah, you got Monday Night Raw when no one comes.
But no, I do want to put out some more Monday Night Raws.
Yeah.
But it's just because I'm now unemployed again.
Yeah.
And I'm not a student, so I don't have any income. So I don't have any money to lose if shows get tits up and stuff. So I don't really book loads of bands and then pay them fucking £5. I'd just be unemployed. I'd rather get myself in a decent position out of my overdraft and then can happily put on wherever.
More business calls.
Oh, very urgent, guys. Listen up. Guys, this motherfucking intruder called himself AJ or Ack is contacting people with a new number. This is not me, so stay away. He is still setting people up. I'm only on this number I'm texting you from. If you have not been contacted by this person, then disregard this text. Thanks, see you soon. So
yeah, beware. So what's this then? You can pass the torch to me then and let me lose more money on gigs.
You've stolen my torch, Barlow.
Stolen it, nicked it.
Nah.
Nicked it when you gave me that as we ticket.
There's just not. I don't know. There's not as many tours as before. In my opinion, I'm still getting messages from loads of people, but it's not that I hate you. It's not if I'm not replying, but it's just I don't really want to put on gigs when I can't.
Yeah, but it's harder to do it.
Yeah, it's harder to put, and I can't put 100% effort into it if I've got no money, and if I'm living on someone's sofa, then I can't be like, okay, right, give you all this money and then I'll put you up in this house and stuff. It's like, well, I'm living on someone's sofa and I'm £2,000 overdrawn, so. Yeah,
that's kind of if we're going to go into the promotions all, that's always kind of the trouble, isn't it?
So I'm just going to find my feet again, and then it'll all be back on track.
I'll be back, and you'll be putting on Monday Night Raw again.
Exactly, Monday Night Raw will come again.
Before ManchFESter. To be fair, I am advertising the house show on December the 4th with Perky, Joe Tilston, Some Sort of Threat, and Boss Kane, as just with the WWF in your house logo.
Yes.
because it's not even in my house. It's a house show. It's not
In your house.
It's in your house. Do you want a house show? But yeah, I guess that's kind of us done. Do you want to tell the people when ManchFESTer is, why they should come? If you've not already done that already, I guess.
ManchFESTer.
Where it is?
ManchFESTer is on the. Should I look at you? Should I look at you? Or should I look
at the
directly
camera.
at the nation?
Directly at the nation.
My fellow Americans, ManchFESTer is happening on Saturday, the 8th of December, 2012. Possibly the last all day of the world. Starts at 1 o'clock. You should definitely arrive by then because it's going to be really busy. And I don't want you being upset if you can't get in because I want everyone to be happy and having a fun time. First band's on at 1:15. It's going to go on until 10:15. Then early finish.
Yeah.
And then we've got a raging after party, like 30 seconds walk away. PBR versus Hello Bastards Club Nights. Pay on the door, £8.
Does that get you free entry to the...
£13. It gets you cheap, real cheap entry. I think it's like £2 to go to the after party. And it's like the Xmas do, so it's normally a £5. So it's all good. And if you've been to any of the ManchFESters, you know it's just going to be loads of really fun things. Lots of drinking, and if you don't drink, you're probably still going to have fun because other people will be drunk to laugh at.
Yeah, you can just point at people.
And just be superior.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to be doing. Sober and superior. That's my motto from now on.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. That's either the best, isn't it?